Hey everybody, today we're going to talk about how to do long division, how to find remainders, how to find decimals with long division, and hope you stay tuned. So first we're going to figure out how to set up your division. So we're going to start with an example of 875 divided by 7. So how we're going to do this is, since 875 is being divided, we're going to put 875 inside our box and then 7 on the outside. So to start your long division, you have to look at this front number and then this front number and see how many times 7 goes into 8. So since 7 can go into 8 one time, you're going to put a 1 above your 8. And then you're going to multiply 1 times 7, and you do 7 down here, and you're going to subtract. So now you have 1, and then you want to bring down your 7. So now you have 17. So now you do the same stuff all over again. We have 7. How many times does 7 go now into 17? 7 goes into 17 twice, because 7 times 2 is 14. So we're going to put our 2 up here. 2 times 7 equals 14. Now we're going to subtract again. We have 3, and then we're going to bring down our 5. So now we have, how many times does 7 go into our number here? 35. So this answer is 5. So now we do 5 times 7 equals 35. Subtract, we get 0. That means we're done. We have our number, so if you want to figure out what your answer is, it's going to be right here. 875 divided by 7 equals 125. Alright, so now we're going to figure out how to do a long division question, but if you have a remainder, which means a number left after you go through and you don't actually end with 0 as we did in the previous example. So this one I'm doing 241 divided by 6, so if you remember, put the big number, yeah, there you go, you put your divisor on the outside, and then 241 on inside your box. So first we're going to look, does 6 go into 2? No, or how many times does 6 go into 2? No, it doesn't. So we're going to put a 0 there. And then now we move on to our next number. Does 6 go into 24? 6 goes into 24 4 times. So 4 times 6 equals 24. So subtract that, you end up with 0, but you still have this 1, so you have to bring down your 1. So now, how many times does 6 go into 1? 6 doesn't go into 1. So you're going to have to put a 0 here. But now we have run out of numbers, and so this is what you're stuck with. You're stuck with a remainder of 1, because that's not able to be divided into it. So the last example we're going to do is how to do long division and find a decimal. So the number I picked is 337 divided by 4. So we're going to start out the same way as we have done before. How many times does 4 go into 3? 4 doesn't go into 3, so we put a 0. Now we move on to 33. How many times does 4 go into 33? 4 times 8 is 32. So we do the subtraction again, 1, and then you bring down your 7. How many times does 4 go into 17? 4 times 4 is 16, so it goes in 4 times 4 times 4, 16. Now look, we have 1 left, but we're out of numbers. So if you want to find a decimal, this is where you start. We put our decimal here at the end of the number, because we're out of numbers, then we add a 0 and bring down our 0. So now we're going to look at this number. How many times does 4 go into 10? 4 goes into 10 2 times. So we're going to put 2 after our decimal, which is right here, because it's at the end of the number. So 4 times 2 is 8, which is 2. Then we're going to bring down another 0, which is 20. How many times does 4 go into 20? 4 goes into 20 5 times. So then 5 times 4 is 20. We end up with 0. We're done. 337 divided by 4 is 84.25. thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you now know how to do long division, find remainders, find decimals. Hope you now understand. Thanks for watching.